Matt, let's quickly go back to Tuesday night. 3 points, 3 goals and a clean sheet. Having had a couple of days to reflect on it, are you even more impressed with that performance and coming out of it like that we did?
Well, it's certainly pleasing watching it back. Obviously, you do get wrapped up in the game during the game, but seeing the way the shape was, I thought we were fantastic out of possession on Tuesday night. I think we really controlled the game without the ball, and then we were extremely clinical with the ball. So really pleasing. I think they had, I don't remember Jackson being tested in the game at all. I think he might have had one dribble into him at some point. So, and they were a good team, by the way, and make no bones about that. They've been on a really good run, and I was fully aware of their strengths before the game. So brilliant performance, really pleased with that. There was loads of things kind of echoing around at the game. There was of course the Jan Sorensen passing away, which was extremely poignant at the start of the game, the way he was remembered and an extremely revered person at the football club. And I think there was the passing of a fan, Stan, who I think was it 3,000 games he's watched, 2,000 consecutive games that he watched, and I think someone was telling me that he was declared that he had passed just as Ross had scored his goal. Is that right? I want to make sure I'm right on that. So there was a lot of funny things around that night, which sometimes all come together. And I said it after the game to you guys that when the football club comes together and all of those the histories that we have and the things that all bind us as a football club come together, it's an extremely powerful place. And there was loads of that in effect on Tuesday night, which, you know, get to the football and the hard work of the lads that they put in was really testament to all of the people that was just speaking about then. And so, as I say, I've said it from day one, continue to say it, when we're united, when we're together, when we're all moving forward, it's a powerful place to be.
We've often said momentum is a key word in football for wherever you are across the pyramid, and you've always spoken about building as well. And in building, you've now added another player contracted to next season in Brandon Comley, signing a new 2-year contract. How pleased are you to get that one over the line finally?
Yeah, a lot of hard work's gone into that one. Real lot of hard work. Just kind of, and in amongst all of the games as well, these things take a little bit of time, like they have done with the other ones. But Brandon was someone for weeks now we wanted to make sure we secure. He's a player who I think possibly goes under the radar at times with the hard work that he does for the team. Probably one of the biggest compliments I can pay him, and of course supporters will know of this player, is that he reminds me a lot of Adam Chambers and the work that he does around the team and did around the team, and some of the unnoticed stuff that he did and the vital role that he played for teams. And that's what he is for us. So it was a really important one for me to get sorted, because we have some fantastic young players at this football club that are building and growing together. We also have some really good seniors, and Brandon certainly fits that role.
So you've spoken about building constantly. I think that's now something like 16 or 17 players under contract for next season. And it's important to have that nucleus there that we've perhaps not had, you know, in previous seasons, and everybody's been buying into it and knows exactly what they want from you and the rest of the coaching staff as well now.
Yeah, that's important. We want that stability running through the club. I think it's also important that everyone knows that they're fighting for that, and that we're fighting for not. I think it's easy to talk about fighting for contracts. I don't want to go down that line. We're fighting to be part of what we're building here, and everyone's fighting to be that, because they can see what we're building here. It's not a flash in the pan thing. The way that we work, the environment that we set, the culture we're creating, guys want to be part of, and the people that we have at this football club at the moment, the squad that we have at this football club, they're all fighting towards what we're trying to build towards. So Brandon's another brilliant piece of the puzzle for me, and he's somebody who I've got a huge amount of respect for. The group have a huge amount of respect for, and he goes into that next phase of people we're building with.
Go into the game this weekend against Harrogate, two sides that over the last 10 games or so are up there in the form table. It's got the makings of another fantastic viewing for both sets of fans.
They're a very good team, a very good team. As you say, they're we've been on a good run ourselves. They've been on a really good run also, which has seen them shoot up the table, and they've got a really good manager, really good staff, and that football club is synonymous with those people running it, and they're good guys. So it'd be a really tough game. One we're really looking forward to. I think there's over 500 of our fans coming to the game already, which is testament to our football club again. It's a long way up on a Saturday morning for them to go to, but they'll come out in their numbers, come to support us, and it's one we're really looking forward to.
I know you mention it all the time, but how important can the fans be in the final 14 games of the season? They've been fantastic home and away so far this season, but like you say, the sellout, of the initial allocation of 570, they're going to play their part as well, aren't they, in the running for the rest of the season?
Yeah, we hugely. It's not been because we've been on a decent run. They're with us all the time, up and down the country, game in, game out. They're there with us. I remember the first game at Morecambe where they packed that out, and there's the list is endless of ones they've done throughout this season, and we're so thankful of them. We want to give them and pay them back with some good moments from now to the end of the season and moving forwards. And finally for me, that's thank you for them for really pushing us over the line at times and supporting us throughout and keeping us going, because as I say, go back to the first point, good place to finish I suppose is that when this football club's all together, all united, there aren't many like it in the country, and that's what we're really building towards, but building together with it.
On a final note from me, Priest and Donovan obviously both on the injury table at the moment. An update on those, please.
Yeah, they'll be out for a few weeks. They will. So it's unfortunate that we lose them back to back. So they'll go now and they'll do their work and they'll do their rehab and they'll come back and they'll be cheering the lads on in the meantime, and they'll remain important parts of the squad during their time off. And we wish them well in that next phase of their recovery with that. They're certainly not season-ending ones, so they'll be back before the end of the season. So we look forward to getting them back for the final push. And now I'm sure it's over to the guys that have done so well, formed some new relationships back there. You've got some extremely kind of charismatic and good characters back in the areas now, and it's all about building the next phase of relationships with them guys. Taylor and Manny, proving what good players they are, and it's up to us now. We've got to step up to it.